Have you ever had your Apple Watch call 911 during orgasm? Let me explain how my smartwatch ended my relationship and got me banned from a hotel. My girlfriend Jasmine and I had booked a weekend at the Grandview Resort for our anniversary. 5 years together deserved something special, so I'd saved up for the honeymoon suite. Everything was perfect. Champagne on ice, rose petals she'd secretly arranged, that lighting that makes everyone look good. We were finally alone after weeks of her working overtime and my business trips. The chemistry was immediate. Now, I'd recently bought an Apple Watch with all the health features. Heart monitoring, fall detection, emergency SOS, the works. My mother had insisted after my dad's heart attack. You need to take care of yourself, she'd said. I'd been wearing it constantly for 2 weeks. Jasmine and I were deep into our anniversary celebration when things got intense. Really intense. The kind where neighbors would normally complain except we'd splurged on the isolated suite. I'd completely forgotten about the watch. Apparently, the combination of elevated heart rate, rhythmic motion, and certain vocalizations triggered the emergency fall detection. When you don't respond to the alert within 60 seconds, which I definitely didn't notice, it automatically calls 911 and sends your location. We were at the absolute peak moment when the door exploded inward. 3 paramedics rushed in with equipment, followed by 2 police officers. Everyone froze. There we were, in the most compromising position possible, while 5 first responders stared in shock. Where's the cardiac emergency? A paramedic asked, avoiding eye contact. My watch was still beeping. False alarm! I shouted, trying to cover Jasmine with a pillow that wasn't nearly big enough. The female officer turned around. Sir, your watch called in a medical emergency. We need to verify you're okay. I'm okay. I'm very okay. I gestured vaguely. Having intercourse, the paramedic said flatly. Yeah, we can see that. Jasmine had gone completely silent, buried under the comforter. I could see her shaking, and initially thought she was crying. Then I heard the laughter. Hysterical, uncontrollable laughter. This happens more than you'd think, the younger paramedic offered helpfully. Usually with the older folks, though. I'm 32, I protested. They needed to verify I wasn't having a medical event, so I had to sit there, naked except for a strategically placed sheet, while they checked my vitals. My heart rate was 185. That's concerning, the paramedic said. That's passion. Jasmine emerged from the blankets, tears streaming from laughter. The hotel manager arrived as they were packing up. He surveyed the destroyed door, the scattered medical equipment, the officers writing reports, and us in our sheets. I'm going to need you to check out, he said. It's 11 p.m., Jasmine protested. Our honeymoon suite is now a crime scene. No crime was committed, I argued. You triggered an emergency response that traumatized my night staff. Francisco may never recover. We had to pack while the paramedics waited in the hallway. The walk of shame through the lobby was legendary. Francisco at the front desk couldn't make eye contact. Other guests were taking photos. In the parking lot, the younger paramedic pulled me aside. Pro tip, take the watch off next time. There won't be a next time, Jasmine said, but she was smiling, except she wasn't talking about the watch. In the car, she couldn't stop laughing. Your face when they burst in. You tried to salute. I panicked. She laughed harder, then went quiet. I can't do this anymore. Because of tonight? No, because for 5 years, nothing interesting ever happened. Then in one night, you accidentally called emergency services with your penis, got us evicted from a hotel, and made 6 first responders question their career choices. That's the most excitement we've had our entire relationship. She was right. We'd become so routine, so predictable, that the most memorable moment we'd shared was a technological disaster. We broke up 2 weeks later. It was mutual, almost friendly. She kept saying she needed more adventure in her life. I think she just realized that if the highlight of 5 years was accidental exhibitionism to emergency services, we had bigger problems. The watch incident went viral in the EMT community. My friend who works at the hospital said there's actually a training slide about it now. Fitness trackers and false alarms, a case study. I still wear the watch, but turned off fall detection. Started dating a nurse last month. When I told her the story, she said it was the 3rd worst Apple Watch emergency she'd heard. 3rd? I asked. You don't want to know about the other 2. The Grandview Resort has my photo at the front desk. Not officially banned, but Francisco crosses himself when I walk by. They also updated their policies. The honeymoon suite now has a sign. Please disable emergency detection devices during intimate moments. Jasmine messaged me last week. She's engaged to a skydiving instructor she met at a singles adventure camp. Thanks for the wake-up call, she wrote, literally.